The Town Auction by Sharon Richards. Illustrated by Holly Conger. Carl and Lou stood outside the fence at the construction site. They were staring at yellow tape stretched between 4 wooden stakes. The tape showed the outline of the future town pool. Outside the fence, a sign showed a drawing of the pool. The words Jackson Town Pool and Coming Soon were written on the sign. Lou asked, "When will the town start building the pool? Do you think we'll be able to swim this summer?" Carl answered, "I don't know. My mom says there's not enough money in the town budget to pay for the pool project." Lou looked disappointed. "We might never get to swim," he said. "We'll have to wait and see," said Carl. "There's a town meeting tomorrow night. My mom says people want to start a fund for the pool project. If they raise enough money, the town can build the pool. So tell your mom and dad to go to the meeting tomorrow." The next night, every seat in the town hall was filled. Everyone had an idea about how to raise money for the pool project. "The town has an account with the local bank. We can take out a big loan," suggested Mr. Hoffman. "It will take too much time to pay off such a big loan," said Miss Wheeler. "We can do the work ourselves," suggested Miss Connors. "Building a pool is a complicated job. We don't have the skills to do it," said Mr. Post. No one had a good idea until Mrs. Demos spoke up. "Why don't we have an auction? We can sell things to the highest bidder. That way we can raise the money for the town pool," said Mrs. Demos. The townspeople voted in favor of the auction. They assigned jobs and set a date. If they could raise enough money, then the town could build the pool. The next morning, Carl's mom told him about the auction. "I'm in charge of getting donations for the auction," she told him. "What kinds of donations, Mom?" asked Carl. "Things like furniture, clothing, maybe even restaurant and store gift cards," said Carl's mom. "Can I help? Can my friends and I help get donations for the auction?" Carl asked. Carl's mom thanked him, but she said that children didn't have anything adults would want to buy at an auction. But Carl wanted to help. If the auction was a success, then the pool would get built. There must be something children had that adults would want to buy. Carl got together with Lou. He repeated what his mother had told him about donations for the auction. "Can you think of anything we could sell at the auction?" Carl asked. Lou thought for a moment. He said slowly, "Well, I do have a stamp collection. Somebody might want to buy that, but I'd hate to give it up." Carl said, "But it will help get the pool built, and we can swim all summer. I have a collection, too. I could donate my baseball card collection to the auction." "Let's find out who else collects things. We can see if they'll donate their collections to the auction. I think everyone wants to have that town pool," said Lou. Carl and Lou asked their friends if they had collections. Emilia had a coin collection. Rosalind had a butterfly collection. And Darren had a collection of country music CDs. Lou explained that the collections could raise money at the auction. Then the pool could be built. "I'll be sorry to see my coin collection go, but if it means getting a swimming pool, I'll do it," said Amelia. The others agreed. Everyone packed up their collections to be sold at the auction. Carl told his mom about the collections he and his friends were donating to the auction. Carl's mom chuckled warmly and gave Carl a hug. "You're giving up your baseball card collection? I guess you really want that pool in town. Thanks for helping out, Carl," she said. On the night of the auction, Carl and his friends brought their collections to the town hall. They placed them on the stage with the other items that had been donated. "I can just start another baseball card collection tomorrow," said Carl. Lou said, "I already have a stamp for my next collection." "We can build new collections in no time," said Rosalind. The auction took 3 hours. Many items were sold, including the collections of stamps, baseball cards, coins, butterflies, and CDs. "Who bought my CD collection?" asked Darren. "My parents did," Amelia said. "And my parents bought your baseball card collection, Carl," said Rosalind. One by one, the children found out whose family had bought whose collection. Carl's eyes lit up. He said, "Maybe our families will let us trade collections with each other. Then we can have our own collections back." Just then, Carl's mom appeared on the stage at the front of the room. "Attention, everyone! We have finished counting the money we received from the auction, and we have enough to pay for the pool. Construction can start next week." The people cheered. Carl and Lou clapped until their hands hurt. "Now we'll get the town pool just in time for summer," said Lou. "And we'll get our collections back, too," Carl said. Responding. Target skill. Story structure. Think about where the story took place, who was in it, and what happened. Copy the chart and add details from the story. Write about it. Text to self. In this story, people work together to raise money for a town pool. Write a fictional narrative paragraph about helping to get something done in your town. What would it be, and how would you do it? Target vocabulary. Account. Budget. Chuckled. Disappointed. Fund. Received. Repeated. Staring. Expand your vocabulary. Auction. Bidder. Donations. Collection. Project. Target skill. Story structure. Tell the setting, character, and plot in a story. Target strategy. Infer, predict. Use clues to figure out more about story parts. Genre. Realistic fiction is a story that could happen in real life.